Welcome to our cozy English corner again.
It really does feel cozy today. I don't know if it's the studio or just the mood,
Yeah, I feel that too. It's one of those quiet moments where you just want to talk slowly and actually listen.
which is perfect, honestly. That's how real conversations happen, not rushed, not scripted.
Exactly. And that's kind of what today is about, right? Real American English conversations, not textbook English.
The kind people actually use when they spill coffee, miss the bus, or forget someone's name.
Oh, yes, especially that last one.
You say that like it's personal.
I may or may not have called someone, hey, you, yesterday.
Classic survival move.
Before we dive in, by the way, if you enjoy natural English conversations like this, don't forget to subscribe. It really helps us keep creating for you. Smiles.
And we really mean that. We're not shouting at you from a billboard here.
No billboards, just two humans and some microphones.
So, when people say they want to improve listening and speaking fluency, they often imagine grammar drills or fancy words.
Like fluency is something you study instead of something you live.
Exactly. But fluency is really about comfort, about knowing what to say when you don't know what to say.
I love that. It's that moment when your brain goes blank, but you still keep going.
Right. You lean on simple phrases. You pause. You breathe. You say things like, or I mean.
Those little lifesavers.
And native speakers use them all the time, constantly.
I think learners don't always realize that. They hear perfect sentences in movies, but real life sounds messier.
Much messier. And much kinder, actually.
Kinder?
Yeah, because most people aren't judging your grammar. They're just trying to connect.
That's comforting.
It is. And that's why conversations matter more than correctness.
I remember when I first started speaking more freely, I was scared of silence.
Silence feels like failure at first.
Yes, like, oh no, I stopped talking, something's wrong.
But silence is actually normal, in American English too.
Especially when you're thinking.
Or when you're listening, which is underrated.
True, listening doesn't sound impressive, but it's powerful.
And it lets you steal phrases.
Hey, that's a great strategy.
Always has been. You hear someone say kind of or a bit, and suddenly your speech sounds natural.
Yeah, it's like your English relaxes. Let's talk about everyday conversations, the boring ones.
The best ones.
Right? Talking about weather, coffee, being tired.
That's where fluency actually grows.
Why do you think that is?
Because those conversations repeat. You say similar things again and again, so your brain stops translating.
Oh, that moment when English just comes out.
That's the goal.
I notice Americans often start conversations very casually,
Yeah, like, hey, how's it going?
which is not really a question.
Exactly. The correct answer is usually, good, you?
Even if your life is on fire.
Especially then.
That's such a cultural thing.
And learners sometimes take it too literally,
I nod. They start explaining their whole day.
which is sweet but surprising.
Americans aren't ready for that before coffee.
No, they are not.
Another thing I notice, people love short reactions.
Yeah, little things like, I get it, that makes sense.
Those phrases feel supportive.
And they keep the conversation moving.
You don't need a long answer, just a human signal.
Exactly. It says, I'm here with you.
Softly. What about mistakes?
They're unavoidable.
Sighs lightly, but they feel so big.
Only to the speaker.
Really?
Most people either don't notice or don't care.
Relieved laugh. That's freeing.
And if you make a mistake, you can always say, let me think, or how do I say this?
Nod. Oh, I love that one. It buys time.
Chuckles. Fluency is often just buying time gracefully.
Reflective. Listening is tricky too. Native speakers talk fast,
They do, and they connect words.
softly. Sometimes it sounds like one long sound.
That's normal, and you don't have to understand everything.
Curious. Just the feeling?
The intention, the key words.
Smiles. That takes pressure off.
I think learners improve when they stop trying to sound smart.
Yes, and start trying to sound real.
Simple sentences, honest reactions.
Warmly, like, yeah, I'm tired.
A very advanced sentence, actually.
Smiles. And Americans use a lot of soft language.
True. Instead of no, they say maybe later,
Or, I'll think about it.
which often means no.
Dry humor. Cultural subtitles required. So, if you're listening right now and thinking, my English isn't fluent enough,
It probably is, just not confident yet.
soft smile and confidence grows from conversations like this.
Calm, slow, imperfect, human ones.
Let's pause here for a moment.
Yeah, let it sink in.
In the next part, we'll go deeper into how emotions shape the way Americans speak, without you even noticing.
That's where it gets really interesting.
So, emotions.
Yeah, the invisible layer of language.
The part nobody teaches, but everyone feels.
Exactly. You can say the right words with the wrong emotion, and everything changes.
I notice American English sounds very emotional, even when the topic is simple.
That's true. Intonation does a lot of work.
Like how okay can mean 10 different things.
At least 10. Maybe more on a bad day.
Okay versus okay.
One means agreement, the other means emotional distance.
Or danger.
Sometimes danger.
For learners, emotions can actually help with. Let's pause here for a moment.
Yeah, let it sink in.
In the next part, we'll go deeper into how emotions shape the way Americans speak, without you even noticing.
That's where it gets really interesting.
So, emotions.
Yeah, the invisible layer of language.
The part nobody teaches, but everyone feels.
Exactly. You can say the right words with the wrong emotion, and everything changes.
I notice American English sounds very emotional, even when the topic is simple.
That's true. Intonation does a lot of work.
Like how okay can mean 10 different things.
At least 10. Maybe more on a bad day.
Okay versus okay.
One means agreement, the other means emotional distance.
Or danger.
Sometimes danger.
For learners, emotions can actually help with listening.
Definitely. If you catch the feeling, you catch the meaning.
Even if you miss some words.
Especially then.
Americans also express uncertainty a lot.
Yeah, they soften statements.
Like using I guess.
Or maybe, probably, sort of.
It sounds polite.
And non-confrontational.
That's cultural, right?
Very. Directness exists, but it's wrapped in softness.
That explains why it's interesting can sound scary.
Oh yeah, that sentence has layers.
It rarely means I love it.
Rarely.
Let's talk about small talk.
The misunderstood art form.
Many learners hate it,
Because it feels pointless.
but it's actually emotional preparation.
That's a great way to put it.
You warm up socially.
You show you're safe, friendly, present.
Talking about the weather isn't about the weather.
It's about connection.
Curious. Americans ask, how are you, a lot.
They do, and the answer is usually short.
Like, pretty good.
Or can't complain.
which sounds negative but isn't.
Exactly. It actually means life is okay.
Emotion also shows up in hesitation.
Nods, pauses, fillers, stretched sounds.
Well, you know,
Those are not mistakes,
they're human.
and Americans expect them.
I think learners sometimes rush because they're afraid to pause.
That can make things harder.
A slow sentence feels safer for the listener, too.
Absolutely. Speed is not fluency.
That should be written on a wall somewhere.
Another emotional feature is understatement.
Oh, yes.
Americans often minimize emotions verbally, even when they feel strongly,
Like saying, it's not ideal.
when it's actually terrible.
Very dramatic understatement.
Very American.
And humor plays a role, too. Well, you know,
Those are not mistakes,
they're human.
and Americans expect them.
I think learners sometimes rush because they're afraid to pause.
That can make things harder.
A slow sentence feels safer for the listener, too.
Absolutely. Speed is not fluency.
That should be written on a wall somewhere.
Another emotional feature is understatement.
Oh, yes.
Americans often minimize emotions verbally, even when they feel strongly,
Like saying, it's not ideal.
when it's actually terrible.
Very dramatic understatement.
Very American.
And humor plays a role, too.
Light humor reduces tension.
Self-deprecating jokes especially.
They make you relatable.
Saying, I'm terrible with names instead of hiding it.
Exactly. Honesty plus humor.
For learners, copying humor can be tricky, though.
Yeah, it comes later.
First comes understanding tone,
Then timing.
then confidence. Let's talk about disagreement.
An important one.
Curious, Americans often disagree indirectly,
They do.
saying things like, I'm not sure about that.
Or, I see your point, but
That but does a lot of work.
heavy lifting, yeah.
It keeps the emotional balance.
And shows respect.
That's something learners can practice early.
Even with basic vocabulary.
Emotions also affect memory.
How so?
You remember phrases better when they're connected to feelings.
That's very true.
Like remembering, I was so embarrassed, more than a grammar rule.
Pain is an excellent teacher.
But also joy.
Definitely joy.
Laughing in English helps it stick.
That's why conversations matter more than exercises.
So if you're listening and feeling nervous about emotions in English,
That means you're doing it right.
language without emotion is just noise.
And communication is about feeling understood.
In the last part, I want to slow down even more.
Me too.
Let's talk about what all of this means for real life, friendships, work, everyday moments.
The stuff that actually matters.
You know, when we talk about real life, I keep thinking about how language shapes relationships
Yeah, English isn't just a tool, it's a bridge.
between people who may come from totally different worlds.
Different cultures, habits, expectations, but the same need to be understood.
I notice that friendships in American culture often start very casually,
They do. Low pressure at first.
talking about work, hobbies, small everyday things.
Trust builds slowly through consistency.
And language follows that same pattern.
You don't need perfect English to belong.
Sometimes you just need to show up and say, hey, how's it going?
The most powerful sentence in the language.
Spoken like a true minimalist.
I stand by it.
At work, it's similar, but emotions are quieter.
More controlled.
People use phrases like, just to be clear.
Or, I just wanted to check in.
Those soften situations.
And help avoid conflict.
That's why listening carefully matters so much.
Yes, not just to words, but to tone,
To pauses.
to what's not said.
Do you think learners change as people when they start thinking in English?
A little, yeah.
How?
They often become more flexible, more patient with ambiguity.
Because English allows uncertainty.
Very much so. Saying it depends is almost a philosophy here.
That explains so much. I like that English gives space to emotions without demanding drama.
It values balance.
Even sadness sounds softer sometimes.
Words like a bit tough or not my best day.
That restraint feels respectful. If you're listening to this and learning English, you're not just learning words.
You're learning how people relate,
How they disagree without fighting.
how they care without overwhelming.
What about you? Tell us in the comments. We'd love to hear your thoughts.
Especially about moments when English suddenly feels alive.
Before we finish, let's revisit a few phrases.
A little echo never hurts.
Like,
Or kind of.
I get it.
And that makes sense.
Simple phrases, real power. That's really the heart of fluency.
Not sounding impressive, sounding human.
Making space for pauses, feelings, small imperfections.
Just like real life.
If you liked this episode, subscribe, leave a like, and share it. It really helps our little studio grow.
We notice it. We appreciate it.
Thanks for being part of our little English journey.
Wherever you are, have a wonderful day.